Yo, 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 it's your boy Key757, and this is Up for Debate. And I have two guests this time on the fourth episode. Two repeat guests, actually. Miss Devonna and Mouse. What's going on?
What's up, world?
Hello.
Okay, we're going to start with our thought-provoking questions. And the first question is, will religion ever become obsolete? What do y'all think?
Man, I think a lot of people starting not to believe. I think they got a lot of questions that's not being answered by pastors and other Christians who are real deep in the faith.
Yeah, I agree. I think that there's a potential that it could become obsolete, but I also feel like someone's always going to believe something. So I think that a great majority can become, non-believers, but there's always going to be someone that believes. What's your take on it, Devonna?
I don't feel like religion will ever be obsolete. I feel like people in this world always find something to worship or to believe in. And I feel like back the Bible, whoever made the Bible, whoever wrote that Bible.
Right. You feel like the Bible gonna last forever? Do both Mouse? You feel like the Bible gonna last forever?
I feel like it can last forever because there's always gonna be somebody who's not willing to let it go. Like
on some Book of Eli shit.
Yeah. And I mean, like she said, like people are always gonna find something to believe in because you need hope. You need those things. And I know that a lot of people nowadays feel like religion might be made just to keep order in the world, or that there's some other agenda behind it. So it could go either way though. How I kind of feel.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, moving on to the next question. If humans lost the ability to see all color except one, which color would you want to survive? Not like to survive yourself, but like which color would you want to see through?
I'm going to go with green.
Mm-hmm.
Green is my favorite color. Green is land and the trees and all the things that help us survive in this world. So I'm going to go with green.
Okay. What you got?
I think I'm going to go with blue, man. The sky is blue, and then the sky makes the water look pretty as well.
Yeah. But everything going to be blue and everything going to be green, so you really won't be able to tell the difference between grass and sky.
You're right. So at the end of the day, if you pick, no matter what color you pick, it ain't going to, or do you get all the different shades of that color, though?
Yeah, you probably do.
See, there's a lot of good blues though out there, so.
I think, I think I would choose green. I think green would be the one. I feel like it's between green and blue. They like more like neutral colors. You don't want to see them red. What's the primary colors? Red, yellow, and blue. You don't want to see it red or yellow. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely don't want to see him red. You're going to be mad all the time.
So I don't know about red. And I don't think yellow might be a little bright, but green is kind of like a good neutral color. Maybe even tan or something.
Tan? Get your tan ass on. Tan? It's like, nah, I ain't gonna down your color.
What's wrong with tan?
I don't think I really want to see tan that much neither, man. I don't know. What you gonna have tan and then what? Beige and sand. That's gonna be your little shades for that. I don't think I want to see that all day.
Hey, when you said tan, all I can think about is some khakis.
Right, everything gonna be khaki color, khaki colored trees, khaki colored squirrels, khaki colored birds. Everything gonna be a neutral color. I don't see nothing
So
wrong
all
with
your clothes gonna look like khaki, and you gonna look like a California dude.
It ain't gonna all look like khaki. If you got jeans on, they ain't gonna look khaki. They gonna look like khaki colored jeans. Your shirt gonna look
ugly. No, I take the blue so I can have some jeans that look like jeans.
That'll be the only time you match. Anyway, moving on. Trending news. This is a big one. George Zimmerman sues Trayvon Martin's family for more than $100 million. First off, just hearing that, what does that make you feel like?
What is wrong with him? One, they don't got no $100 million. What you talking about?
Man.
Two, you killed they son. What? How, shouldn't they be suing you, bro?
You
Come
killed
on, bro.
they baby boy.
Right. That's crazy.
How much do you want?
That's crazy. All right, so check this out. George Zimmerman is suing the family of the teenager he shot nearly 8 years ago, seeking more than $100 million from Trayvon Martin's parents, their attorney, and others. Zimmerman claims he was the victim of a conspiracy along with malicious prosecution and defamation. Wow. You think he went through malicious prosecution when he got off?
Yeah, bro, you whipped the case. What you talking about? First off, bro, you was told not to even do nothing, and you went and approached the dude anyway. So how can there be a conspiracy against you when you put yourself in that situation?
Facts. Good one.
He didn't do no time, right?
None. He got acquitted.
Get your bitch ass on. But but anywho, what I was about to say, this man, like I said, this man is a roach to society, and he lucky he's not killed.
Right.
And nobody wants to put hands on him.
If I see him, I'ma smack him. Stupid ass boy.
Okay. We're going to move on. Now, this is a crazy one. Drunk Florida man with loaded gun shoots a child playing with a Nerf gun.
Florida man.
All right, now, just looking at this dude, you know, what do he look like to you?
If y'all seen this picture, boy.
They going to see it.
Hey, but he looked like I don't know what he looked like, man. He looked like a Lord of the Rings character.
Ha! The Hobbit.
He look like he from Kentucky, and he drinks a lot of whiskey.
Facts.
And you stupid. So and I hope they throw the motherfucking electric chair at your dumb ass.
So check this out. A Florida man in Sanford, Florida was arrested after shooting a child in the kneecap so the child may not walk regular again while he was intoxicated. According to reports, 30-year-old Anthony Newth shot a 7-year-old child who was playing with a Nerf gun with a group of friends. The police affidavit states that Newth shot the child in his sister's home. So he was at his sister's house and shot one of the kids that was there. The mother left her child there to play with another child while Newth was there and was in the room. She says after leaving the room, she heard a loud pop. Newth allegedly bragged to the children about having a real gun after the mother left the room. So how do you feel about that?
Wow, bro. Like, what is wrong with you? They got these little toy guns, and you was like, oh, I'm going to show y'all what a real gun do.
Right. Apparently, after showing off his real gun, he fired a few shots to prove it was real. And unfortunately, one of the children became a victim of that stupid act. So, where you at with it?
Ooh, okay. Look, the parent who left their child there, probably want to kill his ass.
Yeah.
Low key.
Where do you place the blame though? Do you place the blame on solely him or on the parent?
On him.
On
him because he's a grown up.
True. And
you to say like I can't leave my child at my sister's house or whatever, that'd be dumb.
That was
to say.
his sister's house. The mother was I guess a friend of the sister. So
okay.
Right.
Okay, but I'm just saying like to say that I can't leave my child at somebody's house and I'm to blame. That's not okay to say. He's an adult. He neglect the fact that these kids are kids. Why would you play with kids with a real gun?
Check this out. He also said to the police that he was too drunk to remember shooting a child. Now, how do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying?
The man clearly got a problem. He needs help.
Mm-hmm.
he still need jail time because the shit's so goddamn dumb. But they need to get him some type of rehab as well. If you that drunk that you can't remember even doing the shit, like that don't even make sense. But the fact that you even pulled it out around kids is a problem in its own. You know, like
Facts.
these people, she left you in the room with them because she trusted you apparently.
Right.
But maybe she should be part of the blame. If she know you like that and she know you ain't shit, then she shouldn't have left them in the room with you neither. I don't know what she knows or the facts in that scenario, but it's no excuses for this. Like you need to go under. You know what I mean? You ain't even kill the boy, but he might never walk again. Like they need to not whatever the maximum is for that. That's what he need.
I, for one, and y'all might disagree with me on this. This is perfect for a debate, but I, for one, feel like I'm not even gonna blame him. Yes, what he did was stupid. It was idiotic. He shouldn't have done that. But I'm not going to blame him. I'm blaming the parents. I'm blaming the parents because, all right, let's just, for one, take the fact that he claimed he was too drunk to remember, right? So let's say we believe that. So if I'm walking the room, I'm taking my child in the room with a drunk man. If he's too drunk to remember, I'm going to notice it. You know what I'm saying? If he's saying he too drunk to remember, I'm going to notice it when I bring my child in there.
I get what you're saying.
So
you know your brother. You know your family member.
It's not
like how
her
they
brother.
Get down.
It's not her brother. It's this is the friend of the sister.
But both of their kids was there.
I'm saying
right.
You're not listening to me. I'm saying he there with his sister, right?
He there with his sister, and
you know your brother.
You know your brother, but the friend of the sister brung her child over there to play with the other kids in there. When she walked in the room, she left them to play. They was playing with Nerf guns. When she walked out, she heard a loud bang, and come back in. Her child is shot.
So she went into the other room with the sister.
She left the room. I don't know if she went there, but she left the room.
So if she seen him drunk,
she had to have seen him drunk.
You saying she shouldn't have left him in there with him. But if she don't necessarily know him like that, she might have not have been like, I need to take my kid with me, because she might have thought he was still an adult that can handle his liquor or whatever, or was in his right mind and not stupid enough to play with a gun.
Okay, you walk in the room, there's kids in there. Okay, that might have been the inviting factor. But you walk in there with his kids in there, you see a dude that you don't know like that. That's what you just said. You didn't know him like that. You see a dude you don't know like that, drunk as fuck. You gonna leave your child there with him?
Negative.
Nah, you right about that one. I'm not gonna leave my kid in there with him.
So, and now look at him.
If he was looking like this picture,
he was.
You're right. As I'm looking at the picture,
he look like he might touch my kid.
I'm probably gonna have stay right here next to me. Don't grab my leg. Grab my leg.
Right here.
Right. So obviously he looked like that picture because that's what I would think is a mugshot right after the know.
But he went straight to jail. But he might have hella mugshots though, because he looked like that kind of dude too. So
either
that could
way,
be old.
He still look crazy. And look at him. He only 30 years old.
Okay, y'all.
30?
Yeah.
And
nigga look 47.
But look. Men with beards look older anyways. But all I'm gonna say is y'all nicer than me. Y'all nicer than me. Because when y'all see this, he's a white man, and they ain't going for none of that. So I low key, he gonna get a little. You gotta sit in the lecture chair for 5 minutes.
Damn.
He didn't kill the boy. Damn, you going too hard.
So,
but look though,
been dead.
I got a beard. I still look at least 25.
Negative. But anyway, we're gonna move on. All right.
He tried it. He tried to play me.
You played yourself.
When I cut my shit, I look 21. What you mean?
Boy, you look 21 in stature.
Hey, I'm about to be 32 though, by the way. You know what I mean? Still got the baby face.
The ladies out there holler at me.
I ain't say all that.
Listen, all right, so look. New story. Florida man, and this is the guy, Florida man leaves his son on the side of the road because he might be gay.
Hold on, first off, what's up with all the Florida mans? Like, y'all remember that Atlanta episode, Florida Man? Oh, man.
I do. And they was talking about a general consensus, but
Who's Florida Man?
It's different. It's different people.
It's always some story that start with Florida man.
Yeah, yep, that's the truth. So,
but why this nigga look like DC Young Fly though?
Not to me. But listen, okay, so a man in Haines City, Florida, has been arrested on child abuse charges after leaving his juvenile son on the side of the road after suspecting the boy was gay. Evanald Jumilis, 30 years old, another one, he 32, 30 as well, left his son near a local police station equipped with a duffel bag of several articles of clothing and left him with no food or money. The incident sparked after Jumilis allegedly found male-on-male pornography on his son's phone, whose age has been eradicated for the affidavit.
I would love to know his age, but
The child.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel?
Where is the love, man? That's your child, bro. Like, regardless of what he is, you think that was an acceptable thing to do to him? Like,
he could have overreacted.
Coulda. That's not no coulda, bro. Like, you don't do that shit to no kid, whether he a teenager or whatever he was. You don't do that, bro. Like,
okay.
Then where was the mama at to let that happen?
She was around, but let me play devil's advocate. We're not gonna talk about the mama, just father and son here, okay? Because the mother is obviously not gonna feel the same way as the father, correct?
You right.
All right, so let me play devil's advocate, okay? What if this is his parenting tactic?
I was thinking that too, but apparently he got in trouble for it because he has a mug shot. So did you not pick your child up? And I understand where he's coming from because I don't have any children at the moment. So this man probably was so highly upset with his son, and he's watching porn, and it's gay porn. So this man, a straight man, I can believe will be angry, and he didn't think twice about it.
Right.
So you saying he was like on some, okay, well, you can't live here type shit.
Yeah.
But like once again, it all falls to how old this kid was, that to where I can be like, okay,
it don't even matter.
Because if he like 16, I might be more accepting of it. But if he like 10, 11, no, man, you got to do some talking first.
I got stories.
It needs some talking to be going on. It do need to have some talking going on, and it kind of matter about the age, but it doesn't. He probably a minor, and he still live in the house with his parents.
I remember when I was young, right? I don't remember how old, but it was under 10 years old. Probably even it was under 9 years old, right? I used to pee all the time on myself in the bed.
Oh, you was a bedwetter.
Yeah, but one time in particular, I had to use the bathroom real bad. We was on the way home. It was me, my mom, and my mom and my brother, right? So we was on the way home. I had to pee real bad. I couldn't hold it no more. I ended up peeing on myself in the car on the way home. My mom, I pissed on myself in the bed all the time. So she's the one washing the clothes and the sheets all the time. So she can't stand that shit. So I ended up pissing on myself on the way home. So she was so upset about it, she made me stand outside.
How long was you outside though?
I was outside for a little minute. It wasn't like an hour or nothing, but I was outside for a little minute, and then my dad ended up pulling up, and then, we went in the house.
But that's not that bad. You still at home, really. You just outside your home, and she didn't leave you, just drop you off and not come back and get you.
But in other people's eyes, that would be parental abuse.
Yeah, it would. But look, listen.
Oh, child
in this
abuse.
case, he left his son by the police station, right?
Right.
Now you done put yourself into some shit, because now they looking like, damn,
but
he just left.
What if one of our neighbors saw us and said something about it? That was my mom's parental tactic. Like, all right, you gonna do shit like this all the time, you gotta be punished some kind of way. So that was her way of punishment.
Just because it's a parental tactic don't make it right, though. Like, if he was going to drop him off somewhere, if you didn't want him in your house because of the gayness or whatever, you could have dropped him off at another family member's house. You didn't even take him into the police station. You dropped him off outside the police station.
Another add-on to the police station.
And
it was closed.
Do a crime.
And there wasn't nobody there.
Nope.
So what? Did you drop him off and say, walk back to the crib, walk the gayness off? Or you just dropped him off? Like,
walk the gayness off.
Hey,
You
yo,
stupid.
hold on. All right. Nah, listen. Nah, yeah, but look, think about this though. He did drop him off at a police station. Now, say it was open. Do you think that when he did this, he was deliberately trying to put himself in jail? This was a parental tactic. Now, every parental tactic is not agreed upon by other parents.
Facts.
So you can't, just because you wouldn't do that as a parent doesn't mean I shouldn't do it as a parent.
You right, but okay, say it was open. If he took him in, they gonna look at him like he's stupid. They not gonna do it. What? This is not a crime, sir.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing him here?
Right.
If he was gonna drop him somewhere, then at least took him to church. Maybe the pastor could have hit him with some scriptures.
With your bags.
That would be even worse. I think that if he took him to the jail, if he took
lay in the church.
That's fucked up. He do got his clothes in the bag. But if he took him to a police station and the cops were there, it would have been an opportunity for the police to talk to him as a parent and talk him out of how he felt. He didn't get that opportunity. I think that him going to jail is a little bit extreme. You just said the last dude needed help. This is a great opportunity to sit them all down and have a great talk and move forward, as opposed to making it worse by taking them to jail.
The last dude needed help, but he still needed to go to jail. I didn't say he don't get no jail time.
Nah, he do need to go to jail.
I don't know how long. He might only be in jail for a few days.
This guy's black. They stacking charges on charges on charges on him. They finding shit. You know.
Okay, now that part ain't right. I ain't with all that.
But that's what they're gonna do. Neglect, abandonment.
They can say it's a hate crime.
They could probably throw that in there. You know, I mean, look, man, you find your adolescent watching male on male porn and you're a straight man. That is a shock. That's a culture shock instantly. You're going to do something outside of your brain. You're going to do something outside of your mind. You never watch this shit and you find your son watching it. Now,
unless you kind of seen feminine tendencies in him already. Like, now, if he just thought, like, I'm raising a straight son this whole time, then yeah, it can kind of mess your mind up a little bit and you might react in an unnormal way. But I still feel like it was a little harsh, man. It could have been something a little better he could have done for that.
Now I'm gonna jump on the child side and then we're gonna dip to the next subject. Now it could be in a lot of things with the child. It could have been an ad that popped up, because I know y'all watch porn and the ad and popped up and you don't know. You know what I mean?
Not gay ones.
Yes, gay ones, straight ones.
Nowadays,
I watch porn.
Nowadays,
I never got no gay ad pop up.
Nowadays, they have it where you have straight and then the other stuff. So if you're on straight, it's not gonna pop up no ads with gay stuff.
No, but a video
back in the day, it might have.
He had to go on the gay. He had to go and search for some gay stuff, and now his little porn site is popping up gay. He went there. He typed that shit in. So y'all
mean to tell me you ain't never searched something like blowjob, and you on the straight one, blowjobs, and you looking through, you know what I'm saying, trying to find something, and then a gay one pop up.
Like I said, back in the day, that was more possible.
Now check this out. I could show you right now. I could look up on Google images like black women or something, you know, ebony women or something, right? And just look through, and I guarantee a gay shit will pop up. Guarantee it.
It probably will.
That's on Google, though. I'm talking about the actual porn site.
I feel what you're saying, but I'm just saying it could pop up. And I'm trying to be on the child side. What if something like that happened?
That didn't happen.
I don't think that happened because the way how far he took it. If it was that case, the child would be like, I wasn't trying to look at this. That ain't what it was, Daddy. And
what if he was just curious as to like, what do they do? He a child. He don't know much about sex. So what if he was just curious, like, what do they do?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Okay. Well, the child wrong and the daddy wrong. And you know you're wrong. Okay, this is another one now. There's no story. This is something that I just paid attention to. But this is dealing with 3 Miami Heat players. I can't say this dude's name, but it's Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, and Tyler Hero. 2 of them black, 1 of them white. Now, they was taking team photos. You know what I'm saying? And then one of these photos, and audience, you will see this photo as well. But this photo was one of the ones that they took. Now, just looking at this, how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel, man?
Why the white dude on top of two black dudes like that? It looked like they about to crawl around carrying him like he the man on the team or something. I don't know.
And he's a rookie.
But they laughing and shit, so
You know what?
it probably ain't like that. But one, if he the rookie, he damn sure need to be on the bottom. What happened to Rookie Hazing and shit?
No, what happened to a regular ass, degular ass photo? One of the guys' head is down.
Right.
He look ashamed of himself.
Right.
He laughing. I don't like it. I felt the same way you felt. Why this motherfucking white boy on y'all back?
I don't like it because of that. And a lot of people might see this and be like, you know, it's not that serious or whatever, but it is that serious. It shouldn't be like that. I don't think it should be two white boys on the bottom and a black dude on top because it just doesn't look right. I mean, just if you just a person who's, you know, not racist or nothing, you just see everybody as equal, then you wouldn't want to see nothing like that because you know that a picture says 1,000 words.
It sure do. And why are y'all doing this cheerleader pyramid?
Right. That's what I was thinking, the pyramid shit. But if y'all was going for you need more people for the pyramid for it than that look like it look right now.
Yeah, it needed to be the team. It needed to be a team.
But the team ain't doing that shit.
And
I guarantee it.
Y'all not cheerleaders.
That shit looks, it just doesn't look right. And I don't agree with it. I don't think it's a good idea. You know, if I'm the white dude on two black dudes in this day and age or any day and age, I'm going to be as excited as he looks.
Hey, y'all, if y'all look real closely to the picture, it's tears on the ground.
Hell nah. But you know, that's just crazy, man. So speaking of Heat, Miami Heat, great segue. Dwayne Wade addresses people criticizing son for fake nails and crop top. Now I'm gonna show y'all the picture real quick. Boom. That's his youngest son. Dwayne Wade recently, you know, well, they took this picture, I guess it was like a holiday family photo, and a lot of people said something about it. You know what I'm saying? And Dwayne Wade said something in return where he said, I've seen some post-Thanksgiving hate on social about my family photo. Stupidity is a part of this world we live in, so I get it. But there's the thing. I've been chosen to lead my family, not y'all. So we will continue to be us and support each other with pride, love, and a smile.
First off, the nails, I think, is Gabrielle Union's hand.
That's his hand.
But that look like her hand,
It's
bro.
not. It's his hand.
That's his hand. Her hand is behind his back.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You know how you showed me this picture, and I thought that was a little girl for the whole time. Yo, I didn't even get what was going on here. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, why would she have on? Meanwhile, it's a little boy.
No, that is not, bro. I don't know, bro, because the yellow is up there.
She has
No,
yellow.
I just
Right.
told,
And that's a yellow right there.
but I just told you,
scrunchie,
I
whatever
just told you
is.
that they was getting criticized because the son was wearing fake nails in a crop top. He's wearing fake nails in a crop top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's very iffy looking, I can tell you that. But, you know, I don't know, when these rich people, they get the money and they try to let their kids be themselves, whoever they feel like they need to be or want to be. And, you know, Will's son Jaden does it, and
he don't do that.
Jaden do more.
He wore a dress.
Jaden act like Tyler the Creator and him his boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever you want to call it. So, you know, and he kissed the dude in the get down. So I don't know. I don't know what he is. I don't, you know, but
he sure did.
And so I don't know, man. The little boy look like he could be iffy, and if he is, then he is. That's his.
However,
that's his son. You know,
Jaden did do that, but his father played a gay dude too.
What movie was that?
One of Will's first movies after transitioning from television to the big screen.
What?
I forget what the movie is called, but he played a gay guy.
I don't think I seen that movie though.
I believe it, but I never seen the movie. The picture is a no for me. I thought about it in the mindset that if that was a little girl, No, he's about 10, 12 with fucking fake nails on and a crop top. You look like a little. I don't like it. I don't know. My mom didn't let me dress like that, and I don't think you should let your little boy dress like that. And why is it on social media? You know that people are cruel. You know that they're gonna say something. So what the fuck?
I feel like a lot of men that got their right mind wouldn't allow their daughter to wear a crop top. I agree with you. I don't think a lot of men and mothers shouldn't either. So why would you let your son do that, even if he want to pretend to be gay or a girl or whatever? Because it's all pretend. You're not a girl. So why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you allow your son to do that? Now, here's another thing, and I don't have a picture for this, but just recently, Alicia Keys was caught under fire for taking her son to the nail salon to get his nails done, like, you know, a girl. How you feel about that?
The nails thing I'm not as upset about, because I know probably in older times in different cultures they colored their nails. So I'm not going to jump on them for the nails. Now, the fake nails where you extending them, that's way more feminine than you definitely shouldn't. I'm not really feeling that. But the coloring of the nails, I can kind of almost let go, but I'm still not a fan of it.
Yo, ain't nobody in no other cultures coloring they fucking nails, bro. Not unless they may be coloring them black and they like some witch doctor.
Have you not seen 300? His nails was the bad guy's nails was colored.
He also had a lot of piercings. That wasn't like a normal thing. Everybody didn't have piercings. Like today is a normal thing, but back then that wasn't normal.
Well, you savages had all types of piercings and tattoos and all types of stuff.
Savages? Bruh, yo, all right, a bone in your nose, yes, that's a piercing, but if that's part of your culture, that's one thing. But to have, dude had a fucking nose ring that had a chain that went to his ear and all his ear was all pierced. He had piercings. He had something different.
He also had hella bitches in there too. So
and he was also hella feminine. And he was
the fuck was.
And he also had the Baphomet at his party. So we just gonna agree with everything? Is that culturalism? No, it's not.
I ain't agreeing with everything. I'm just saying, like,
yo, this shit is not okay.
We can go back to Alicia Keys real fast. This little boy, Dwayne's son, is a little bit older. Alicia Keys' son is like 4 years old, and what had happened was they went to the nail salon, probably her idea, because ain't no 4-year-old asking to go to no nail salon, especially no little boy, and asking to go to no nail salon.
Well, he might have.
He didn't.
His
mama did it. I'ma just go with that. His mama did it. And this what happened. He a little boy. He ain't giving a fuck about no damn what color he getting on. He like, I want all the colors. That's what happened. They did his nails, and he was like, nah, ma, I don't like this. I don't think people gonna like me for that. And she trying to tell him, like, she want him to be confident because he picked these colors, and nobody's gonna say nothing about you. Basically, you're 4. Why would somebody say something about you? They should like the colors you chose. That's what Alicia Keys was stating. But I felt like she was taking it there.
So
you was taking it too far. You was pushing it.
You pushing it on him, and you trying to create this.
If he say, no, I don't want to do this no more, mama, that's an okay answer too.
It sure is. And you shouldn't, it shouldn't get to that point anyway. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to say, no, that's not okay. Period. You too young to make that decision. You know what I'm saying? Homosexuality is exactly what it says. Sexuality. You do not know what homosexuality is until you're having sex. And attraction, if you can people like, I think people mistake, you can see a person of the same sex and see that they are attractive, but that don't mean that you're attracted to them. You can see that this is a good looking person, but that don't mean that you are attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? And I think people take that and run with it in the wrong direction as fast as possible. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not okay. Just because you can recognize a beautiful person does not mean that you are wanting to sleep with them. Especially at 4, 5, 10, 12 years old.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What you do? Like, I'm trying to think, like, why would he want to do his nails and stuff? Like, you thinking about sex? You barely went through your guy shit. You barely busting a nut yet.
You ain't
so
never.
What are you doing this for? It's like sexual. What your parents are saying to you? Like, it's okay. Do you?
Man.
Nah.
That's probably what they saying, but I don't. Why y'all making the nails a part of the sexual, like having sex shit? The nails ain't got shit to do with whether he having sex with dudes or girls. That's just nails, bro. Like, Young Thug got nails too. That's what y'all forgetting. These rappers is doing certain shit, and people be emulating what rappers be doing.
That's true, but
and they probably are fags.
Yo, if a rapper is doing, that's the most contradictory thing. A rapper is saying he a thug, he do this, he do that, and he wearing a dress.
It's gay thugs too, bro. You know how many gay ass niggas in jail fucking other niggas?
It's gay thugs too. That is very true. But
and be the hardest motherfucker in the world.
Yo, but this child ain't no gay thug.
He not. He looks sweet.
And I don't even see
but
him emulating.
It might be because the way he's smiling. I don't know. But the crop top is a no for sure though.
Fuck the son. Don't the way look like the mom?
Gabby do got these prison braids in, looking way tougher than Wade.
Listen, man. When do you step in as a parent and show some authority as a parent? Why is you as a man are gonna fall short and become inferior to a child in your decision making? You can't make the decision. Hey, that's not going down in this house, and that's final. Not, if that's what you want to do, son, go ahead and do it. No, make the attempt to try to stop it. You know what I'm saying? If he continues when he gets of age, then okay. But don't be trying to do it when he ain't of age yet. This nigga barely hitting puberty. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably got like 4 or 5 sprinkles on his nuts. You know what I'm saying? For
little
real.
sprinkle nuts. I feel the same way. And first off, I don't give a fuck how gay you feel. My child, you do that shit when you leave this house and you paying your own bills. That's when you can get a nail or two. But you in my house, you better be a little boy that you are.
Facts. For real. I don't get it, and I don't want to get it.
So if that was y'all son, right? Okay, and he do this right, so you gonna go all hardcore on him, put him in all the. You gonna put him in all the sports. You gonna have him like doing way more male stuff to try to get it out of him, or how you gonna handle it?
We gonna have a lot of deep talks. We gonna have to have a lot of talks. My mom kept us in a lot of sports. We had to do something. While we were in high school, we had to do something. We were not just coming straight home. We had to play a soccer, play a softball, something. He needs to play some sports. He needs to not have no fucking iPad and no fucking phones. He need to be a little fucking boy. Because somewhere in the universe, this nigga seen some gay shit, and now he want to be wearing nails and shit. You only learn that from the things you see.
I'm going to tell you something. It could be anything that could influence him. Go ahead, put that back in. It could be anything that could influence him. I'm going to tell y'all something, yo. And this is crazy. But, you know, y'all know, I'm going to put this out there. My brother, he listens to the show. So, you know, my brother's homosexual or whatever, right? I ain't going to lie to you. One time, he was watching these dudes doing the Vogue dancing. That shit is some, if you looking at the art of dance, that is some cold ass shit. Now, I'm not going to get out there and do that shit. And I'm not a fan to the point where I watch it all the time. But when I did see it, I thought it was dope. I thought, you know, shit, y'all got your little dance. That's cool. He could have seen some shit like that, thought it was cool, and dove deeper. He didn't know. When I seen it, I was in my 20s. He in his fucking preteen age. So he could be heavily influenced by it and thought that was the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So maybe after seeing some shit like that, he chose to change his lifestyle, but that is too early to make that decision. As a parent, you need to say, wait, hold on, pump your brakes. You don't need to be doing that shit yet. Wait till you're of age where you can make a sound decision on a lifestyle change. keyword, root word in lifestyle is life, meaning the rest of your life. So lifestyle change, this is a lifestyle change. This is not something that, sometimes people go through it as a phase or whatever, but a lot of people don't. They deal with that shit for the rest of your life. So why would you have your child make a lifestyle change at such an early age? Now, I disagree with you, Devonna, on you need to put them in sports or something. You don't have to put them in sports. I feel like when you say put them in sports, you're trying to like break it out of them. Like, all right, throw them in football, and it'll break it out.
I said that's what we had to do. No, he needs to do something as a child. He can play a sport. He can be in the math club. He can do anything because I know they have a lot of money where they can be in something. He can go to piano lessons, something to keep his mind a little bit focused because it's kind of seeming like you thinking about sex with guys.
That's the thing. Is it sex or is it, like I said, like the dance? Or I don't know if that's what he saw. But I'm just saying, like, I could see someone of his age seeing that and thinking it's super cool and diving into that. I could see that happening with him. He too young.
We don't know what he thinking about. All we know is he wearing this shirt and he got these nails. We don't know where he trying to take it to. We don't know what he involved in. We don't know if he got after school activities, we don't know what he got, know. So, but at the end of the sports thing could backfire. He could get in the locker room, be happy than a motherfucker because he's seeing all these motherfuckers changing into their sports uniforms, and he might be like, ooh.
Damn, it's a lose-lose situation, huh?
It could be. You never know. Like, so at the end of the day, like, you can do a lot of things to try to get it out of them, and it might still not work.
I don't think there's a such thing as getting it
out
of them.
And so,
I don't think it's nothing in them.
Did you talk to your brother and ask him what made him want to go that way? Did you ever had that conversation?
Well, not necessarily, but my brother. I can't really explain it like that. It was a lot different. It wasn't like my brother was 10, 11 wearing nails. Yeah. My brother don't even get down like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't do the nail thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's feminine or whatever, but he don't do the nails and the crop top thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? But if he was doing that, I don't even think if he had the opportunity to do that at that age, he would have done it. I don't know though. So Jamal, if you listening, I don't know. But
it was the 90s, man.
It was the 90s too, so
now,
it was a lot different. That is true, but I don't know if he would have did that because he don't do that now. When he grown as fuck. He don't do that now, so I don't think he would have did that then. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think. But regardless of him, I think that in this young man's situation, his parents need to step in. Period. That's it. Period. But anyway, we're gonna move on to one of my favorite segments of the show, Sticky Sitchies. So when we talk about sticky scenarios and we discuss them or whatever. So you find a book and begin to read only to discover that it is your life. You get to the point that you are at now. Do you turn the page knowing that you will not be able to change the events to come? So basically, you reading a book, you find out it's your life you reading. You reading, and you get all the way up until right now, today. Do you continue to read or do you stop? Mouse, what you do?
So you saying if I keep reading, like, so no matter what, even if I know what it says, I can't try to do nothing to change it?
Pretty much, no. You can try to change it, but...
So if I start trying to change it, the words is going to change on the book?
No, I think it's like it's gonna be like Final Destination. Like it's like, oh, the sign say if you go this way you're gonna die, but then you say, all right. They say if you go this way you're gonna die like this by hanging. You like, well, I ain't gonna go that way, so you go the other way and you still die by hanging. So basically, it don't matter what you do, the outcome is gonna be the same.
The end outcome or what the main outcome is gonna be the same, basically. So I might change the way I get there, but it still happened type shit. So in that case, this is, do I want to know what happens ahead of time or do I want to let it be a surprise?
Right.
I feel like if I knew, it would cause too much anxiety, man, and it might drive me crazy or something like it. Especially if it was something that I really didn't want to happen and I can't do nothing to stop it and I'm gonna be thinking about it all the time. and my life might fall apart.
So no.
Nah, I'm not gonna keep reading.
Yeah, I'm with you in agreement. So I don't want to keep reading. Because say I read it, right, and say, well, you going to die at 98, right? So then I'm like, well, I know I got this much time left. I'm about to start trying to do everything I can to do this and that, to get rich and go these places. And so you can go to these places or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But that's just the end of it all. The story in between then is still the same. So, you know, you can try to do these things, but you're probably going to fail at them. So you say, all right, if you read, say, you're going to die at 98, you can be like, well, I'm going to try to get rich. You can keep trying to get rich, but you're going to fail because the story in between say, you ain't going to get rich. You're going to be working at wherever you working at. You're going to be doing this and that till third, blah, blah, blah. So what's the point?
Well, but if it say some shit like I'm going to live to 98, though, now I know I can turn up and be cool because I'm going to live to 98. So
That's
if I want
true.
to drink and shit, I want to smoke shit, I might jump out of the plane for real and be like, hey, I know I ain't gonna die.
gonna jump out of the plane?
I'd probably be a super adventurous motherfucker if that was the
You
case.
gonna jump out of
but
the
I'd be
plane?
too scared to read that page in the first place to find out.
I would be scared too, but you gonna jump out of the plane. Your parachute ain't gonna work right. You gonna break your legs, and you gonna live to 98, but you ain't gonna walk no more.
Look,
'Cause you
they
ain't
gonna
wanna
be
read that.
The book gonna be like, you read it wrong. It was 908. Say nah, but
I don't get that.
I don't like.
Yeah, I didn't get that. 908.
That was the time that you died.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
look at
gonna
that.
be 908. Like
You
I
could be
said,
like, it's 906.
I don't think I'm gonna read my little ending of my life story. Because first off, I don't do no fortune telling shit, and that's just like fortune telling. You know your life before it even fucking happens. You are gonna go a little crazy inside. You gonna have anxiety, like he said. You gonna be thinking about a lot of stuff. You gonna try to do a lot of stuff, and it ain't even gonna work out that way. So I think it's better for the unknown in your life, because nobody wants to know exactly the time of their death.
I wouldn't say nobody. Somebody wants to know. Somebody would read the rest. Somebody will read the rest, especially if they had a great life up until that day that, you know, they read it up until the day they had a great life. They're like, man, I'm going to see what else I'm going to end up doing. You know what I'm saying?
I would read it if it was possible to change the outcomes. Like if it's no matter what I do, it's gonna stay the same, then I wouldn't want to read it.
Check this out. Now, what if you did read it, right? And you can change the outcome, but you read it and you read it and then say you find the love of your life and she like bad as hell, like a supermodel and shit, and you end up getting rich and da 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 da, and you die at 98. But shit can change. So what if you make the wrong decision at some point, forgetting about the book? You know what I'm saying? What do? You like make that one wrong decision, and now you die at 63, and you with a bum bitch.
You keep that book all the time, and you keep reading every day of that book, and make sure it's staying the same.
The book, the words disappear after you finish reading.
You just added more shit
Damn
to
so
the
is,
stick.
because you ain't gonna try to win. The book wins.
Man, is this a movie? The
could
book
be.
wins.
It could be. That'd be a nice little pitch. Whoever out there, now we didn't put that in the universe. Whoever out there in the universe, go ahead and make that movie. The book wins, and come listen to this and be like, we came up with it first. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the next segment of the show: relationships. First one: how do you keep the fire in your relationship when both people are heavily career driven? What do you do? How do you keep the fire? You know what I mean? FaceTiming is going to get old. Sending each other gifts is going to get old. You know, how do you keep the fire? You know, or is that the ways to keep the fire? You know what I mean? You just thinking new ways to do shit for a person from far away. You know what I mean? Or not even necessarily far away, but like, you know, because you can be in the same house and just be career driven. Like, your wife can be a reporter and you can be a chef, which I just, you know.
I think that that both being career driven is not a bad thing per se if y'all both still find little ways of making time for each other. It might not be the traditional way, but you can find a way that works for you, like, and so y'all can leave each other little notes, or y'all can y'all got to work with each other's schedule, like if neither one of y'all working with each other's schedule, you're not going to have time to try to keep the fire going, because nobody's being cooperative.
What if your significant other, because of her career, for your example, her career, she travels a lot, and it can be at the drop of a hat. It can almost be unscheduled in a sense. How do you do it then?
I mean, sometimes you just gonna have to be understanding, you already know what the deal is, so you can't be mad about shit when you already know how it is. Like, now if it was something where they had one job one time, then they just got this job and you're having to adjust, that could be hard. Mm-hmm. But if it was already something you already knew, then you should be good to go, Now, sometimes you might be able to go with them. Sometimes you might not. Mm-hmm. Now, hopefully, if y'all got kids, y'all got, like, some kind of help, because otherwise it would suck for that one person who always had to be there with the kids.
Yeah, I agree. Devonna?
I feel the same way as him. Everybody make time for the things that they want. And this is the same case in your relationship and with your job or whatever. Mm-hmm. You making time for the things that you want. And if you can't, you probably don't need to be in no relationship, because people don't like long distance relationships. I don't believe. Not a lot of people. Check this out.
Now, what if I disagree with y'all. I don't think it's gonna work. And the only way it's gonna work is if one of the two are they can be career driven, but it has to be slightly less than the other one. That's the only way, and they're gonna have to be somewhat dependent on the other one for it to work. You know what I mean? That's the only way it's gonna work. So, for example, if your girl got to travel a lot and do this to get the bag, you're gonna have to be at Burger King working your way to the top.
Not Bert.
No. Okay, so what about these power couples out here? Like, okay, Beyonce and Jay-Z both happen to be gone at the same time sometime. Now, yeah, they did this one album together to where they can be together more, which was a smart move on their plan. So if y'all got a thing where y'all can somehow put y'all careers together in a way, mm-hmm. that could help and give y'all more time together. If
two things. First of all, you don't know what the fuck going on in a relationship for you to be like, well, what about them? Because the last thing I heard, as far as some friction, he got kicked to death in the motherfucking elevator, and his wife made a whole album about him cheating. So
kicked to death though, that's a reach.
Yeah.
And that was saying, one that Solange that wasn't even her.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but
Beyonce
just because they had,
but she turned around and did it in the way that she could do it. She might not be a confrontational person in that way, but she used it through her art.
It's not to say that people won't make mistakes because there's all that free time or time away from each other. But they came together and found the way to grow from it.
Bro, that's the whole point of the question, keeping the fire. Obviously, they wasn't keeping the fire enough, or at a certain point in time, to where he could make that quote unquote, I'm using my quote fingers, mistake. I don't think that was a mistake. That was deliberate. That nigga wasn't getting it from his wife because she was motherfucking on tour and overseas, and I got to get it in.
Okay, that might be true, but like I said, if they find a way like they did to do their careers together some kind of way, or to where they can find a way to get their careers to work with each other and have more time, then they will be okay.
You using one example?
No, I'm just saying, period.
Everybody careers, you can't mesh your careers together.
Exactly.
Let's say, okay, he a chef, right? You said he a chef, she a reporter. So he can get instead of having a restaurant, he can have a restaurant on wheels. So if she got a dip, she might have to fly out, but he can just drive out if it's close enough. He might, like I said, so he still might not be able to go all the time.
They house in Boston, right?
Okay.
And she got to fly out to San Francisco. He gonna drive his food truck all the way to San Francisco.
No, he might have
so he can serve her lunch.
Like I said, sometimes he might not.
So
hold on, wait, get out of here. Sometimes
I got some hot dogs, baby.
Sometimes he might not be able to make the trip if it's too far and it's gonna cost too much to get the truck flew out. You know, that would be pointless.
Baby,
we know he ain't going to serve her lunch. He going to serve everybody else out there lunch. Nigga.
Baby, I had a feeling you wanted tacos today. I drove all the way out here. Make sure you get your tacos.
Come on, man. That shit ain't gonna fucking work. But it will work if that nigga was working his way up in Burger King.
No, that's not happening, bro.
This nigga keep on making him have to work at Burger King.
Cause he dependent on her, so he ain't gonna be doing no crazy shit like that. Like, yo, I'm dependent on, like, all right.
And he not gonna feel good about himself working in that Burger King like
right,
that.
He work at TJ Maxx.
And let's see that type of dude who okay with that.
He work at
but
TJ Maxx.
If he career driven, then he not gonna step down and go to no Burger King, no TJ Maxx, no Staples, and let's stay corporate, bro.
Go to tjmaxrightnow.com. Go to tjmax.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom. It's gonna have a tab to say careers.
That's corporate shit, man. Ain't nobody trying to go to the... Okay, it's going to say careers for the basic-ass jobs, too. But who trying to be a stalker when they was career-driven at first? No.
Yo, if you fucked around and made it happen with Beyonce, right? But you was working at Burger King, you like, man, I done put in all this motherfucking sweat equity. I'm about to work this shit. So you work that shit, and you know what I'm saying? Beyonce, yo shorty, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She got going tour, da, da, da. You just make that shit work. And then maybe she can help you buy several franchises where you ain't got to do it, but you career driven. You like, yo, I'm going to just keep it going one step at a time. I'm going to make it work. I'm on like 12 TJ Maxxes. I'm going to keep on folding these clothes.
You don't got to, but you don't got to keep doing none of that. If she your chick anyway, then we can just come up with a plan and we can get whatever I'm trying to get franchise. I don't have to sit there and work in that job
if I'm
my
rich,
whole life away.
If I'm rich and my significant other don't what you working at Burger King and you just gonna quit because you see I'm rich? Nah, yo, I need to see that shit. I need to see that shit. And you like, you know what? You right. I'm gonna be career driven. I'm gonna fuck these motherfucking whoppers up. And I'm a motherfucking come the best. I'm gonna be the manager. I'm gonna be the GM. And then I'm like, yo, I saw you grow. You know what? Here go 40,000. Buy some franchises.
They gotta do all that for you.
No.
40,000.
Okay, look.
Yeah, because I don't think you're gonna do it for real. But
no, hold on. My joint make cakes and cupcakes and cookies and all that stuff, right? So if I get rich, I'm not finna sit there and make her still super struggle with it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the brick and mortar so she got the building. I'm gonna get everything she needs to try to be successful at the cake stuff.
You created a monster. You just enabled her. You enabled her because. Do you see her doing it? Is it successful?
It don't matter if it's successful because I'm rich. Her money she don't have to make nothing off of it.
No, wait, check
it's just
this out.
that she's doing something positive.
It does matter because if she's successful, even in the slightest, even it don't have to be great. It don't have to be great and grand. It can be in the slightest. If she's successful in the slightest, and then you become rich and you put the money behind her already slight success, you can make it a bigger success. But if she doing shit and it's a money pit and you get rich and you put money behind it, it's going to become a bigger money pit. So are you going to be the dumbass for doing that, or are you going to be smart for watching her grow and do the right thing, and then boom? You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, ain't nobody finna be sitting there just working at Burger King all them hours.
I need to see it.
That's not gonna happen.
I need to see it.
Nobody's doing that.
You ain't about
to pick a different job. Come up with something that make more sense.
Anything else, any other job, but you ain't about to quit your job and just totally rely on me.
Nobody said that.
I'm just saying.
But you said they was both career driven.
All right. Yo, you work at Burger King. Start your own burger restaurant.
But they both career driven. More than likely, they both got good jobs. So why you keep trying to make one quit his good job to go to Burger King or some bullshit like that? I said that in the beginning.
I did say that in the beginning. But I also changed it to what if I said no. I didn't change it. I said I disagree with it. I feel like the only way it'll work is if one is slightly under the other.
Y'all not even gonna be together.
I don't think you got to do that, bro.
It's
always a way to find out to keep the fire going. You have to put the time and the effort in and be creative. Okay, let's get back to the actual topic of the question.
Right.
So you need to find a way to squeeze them little dates in during the time that you have, and be understanding and accepting and appreciative of those times that you do have. Once you're appreciative of the time that you do have, you'll be okay.
How many women have you dealt with that was that appreciative that you trying to say?
It ain't a lot of people who like that. So everybody can't do it. Everybody can't do it. Everybody can't do regular relationships when they got the time.
No, I'm just saying. That's true.
That's a fact. You have to be a certain kind of person and be able to make that work. My cousin and his wife now, he was living in Atlanta. She was living in L.A.
Right.
For a couple years.
Okay.
They done had stayed in D.C. for a little bit together. Then he went back to Atlanta. She went back to L.A.
Has he ever cheated?
I can't answer that. I don't know all that information.
So we don't need to talk about
all that matters. Too. They're married now. What happened before then does not matter. I can't speak until all of their stuff. I don't know that. But I know they're married now. That's what matters.
If at any time there was some sort of infidelity, that mean that the fire died down, right? That's what that means, though, right?
I don't believe that. No,
but
I don't
you don't.
Agree with
all right,
that.
so if you in LA and your girl in Atlanta and you cheated, you think you cheated because the fire was hot and ready?
I don't think you necessarily cheated. Your cheating had anything to necessarily do with the fire. It was just a selfish move that you made.
Okay, I could get that. But also, a lot of times, cheating has to be motivated by something, right?
The fact that you wanted to bust a nut, more than likely. I mean, some people it'd be more of an emotional thing, but with dudes, more than likely it's not an emotional thing.
If your shorty was there at the time you was trying to cheat, if she was trying to have sex at the time when you was trying to cheat, would you cheat or would you just go ahead and get it in with your shorty?
I mean, what do you think? I don't even think that's a smart question to ask. Why would you not get it in with your shorty? I mean,
right.
The whole point is like that you trying to do something and they're not there to fulfill that thing.
Okay.
So you're instead of sucking it in and being like, I'm gonna just wait on you made a selfish move. Like I said,
you made a selfish move, but it was heavily driven by the fact that your woman was unavailable.
But that's the other thing. Like they made time. They made trips. One will fly out one weekend, one will fly out the other. So if y'all career driven, y'all got the bread, make the necessary payments for what you got to pay for.
Okay.
You got to pay for the flight, and you got to pay for the flight.
In a 2-month time span, check this out. I'll get you. But at a 2-month time span, you only send your girl 3 weeks out of 2 months.
But you don't need to see your other significant other as much as people try to make like they do. You do not. All you have to do is communicate and have trust. You don't have to see them every day.
I definitely agree with you on that. But I feel like, yes, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And that's the truth. But absence can't be too far extended. It can't be 4 or 5 months straight, no seeing her. You know what I mean? That's too far. So
okay, so
to someone else.
2 or 3 days, a week tops.
Okay, actors be having to be gone for months to film a movie,
and like they have divorces all the time.
They do, but the ones who make it work are the ones who made that time. They made a trip out there on the set, or they were on it, or you feel me?
Because one of them had to take the lesser road. They're still career driven, but they had to take a step down. I'll give you an example. Will and Jada, they still married, but do Jada put out as many movies as Will?
But she still put out a lot of stuff
because she took a step down.
Swingers. Now.
Well, all right.
I don't know them facts.
No, I don't know if that's the truth either. But I don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that. But
facts.
But assuming that come on, assuming that is not the truth, right? Assuming that is not the truth, you do notice that her career stepped a step down. In the 90s, she was popping. She was in a lot of movies. Will she start banging harder? So she took a step down, and for a long time, you didn't see her in anything.
I feel like that was more due to the raising of the kids. The early 2000s, you ain't see her a lot. She came back hard. She was had the show Hawthorne. She was on Gotham. Like she been doing stuff, and she be doing the behind the scenes production shit.
Okay,
So-
that's true. That's true
So,
too.
like
do
they
have
still got their careers. They still getting their money.
Exactly. She's still career driven, but she still took that step down. One of them had to be lesser than the other one.
But not all the way to Burger
I
King.
don't know about
Nah,
that. I don't.
yeah.
That is not true on your part.
Not Burger King, but she still had to take a step down. Now,
That's
who?
not true.
Yeah, that is. Now, who took the step down?
They both wasn't doing shit
who
for a
took
minute.
the step? Now, really look at this. Really look at this. Who took the step down between Jay-Z and Beyonce? Really look at it.
You will say what you want to say. The woman.
I'm just asking.
They
I'm
do
just
have
asking.
families.
I don't know.
Though.
I don't know.
They do have children.
I'm not going to answer it until y'all answer it first. Who do you feel took the step down?
Because of their careers, they both have chances where they can take certain time off, and the other one can do their thing during that time, or whatever the case may be. Jay-Z has a lot of different other business ventures to where he doesn't have to rap.
he
so
got a lot
he
of
don't
work.
have to
he got a lot
tour.
of people that
Beyonce mostly does the singing. Jay-Z does other business ventures. Beyonce does stuff that are related with her singing. She might do fashion or some perfume or some little commercial for CoverGirl or something.
because she just did the damn Lion King movie, boy.
She do
So-
act too, but
so-
that's still all
no,
related
I'm
with
just saying-
entertainment, though. That's what I'm
just saying, you
That's
just made
entertainment.
that up
Is that not
because-
entertainment?
Who took the step down?
I said he's not really taking a step down because his other shit is business ventures.
You don't have to be in front of people when you a billionaire. You don't have to be in front of people. You got people that work for you to do that shit. You don't have to be around them. Who took the step down?
In that case, nobody took a step down then.
know what
I
you
think
tryna-
Jay-Z took the step down.
He's still coming out with documentary stuff and all types of stuff. What you
Man, that
talking
nigga
about?
ain't touring.
Like I said, he got all this
Beyonce
other
ain't
stuff
touring.
going to where he don't have to do the touring.
Beyonce ain't touring, but she
And
just
they
did a
was
movie.
just touring together when they dropped that
Beyonce-
album.
together.
Beyonce just did a movie.
You know they had they tour together. Though, for a
Jay-Z
minute.
was probably with her when she was doing the movie
And she
because he
dropped-
wasn't doing shit because he took the step down.
I don't know.
He didn't take no step
Nobody
down,
knows. You just talking about stepping down and stuff.
I'm just saying,
no
man.
one knows.
It's a
And
lot. It's a
I
lot.
don't think Will and Jada.
I'll give you another
she done
example.
took a
I'll
step
give you another
down.
example.
They just have their own life.
All right, how about this? Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
They not even together.
They ain't together no more?
No.
Damn, I thought they were still together.
And it's
But she took the step down though.
OV.
She took the step
No,
down.
she didn't.
She ain't made a movie in who knows how
They
long.
just did a
Well,
mo-
she did.
Yes,
yeah,
she did.
She did.
And they did a
Reluctant
movie
to.
together, like I said.
That was a
It's
long time ago
and
though.
he did
No,
too.
That movie, they
Both of them just made a movie.
Yeah.
And it just was in the box office. So you
but
can't say they took
Brad
a step
Pitt
down.
got more movies than her.
But like I said, they not together right now. But they did a movie together with
That
both
was
of
a
them
long
in. I'm
time
not
ago.
talking about Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's a newer movie that's based off of a book, and it's a little weird. I think she directed it, so it's a little weird, but I kind of liked it still. But like I said, it's about making time, bro, and accepting and appreciating that time that you do have with that person.
Okay. Well, hey, agree to disagree. We're gonna move on. All right. Could you be in love with people who aren't in love with I'm sorry, people. Could you be in love with a person who isn't your lover?
No.
Speak on it. Don't say no.
You
Speak
not
on it.
whoever you say people like, oh yeah, I like him. He looks nice. How you feel love in that instant?
Because you could be having sex with them now. When I say your lover, I mean your significant other. You could be having sex with somebody else, or you could be going on dates and shit. You know what I mean? You could feel feelings for them. We ain't talking about just because this person's your lover. That's your soul.
You said never met them though.
No, I didn't.
What
I
you
said,
say?
Could you be in love with a person who isn't your lover?
Oh,
Right.
so we fucking around and you gonna grow to love somebody then. I like you a lot. And I
So you
love
say
him, I
yes.
think.
So you say yes.
Well, I thought you said another question. So I guess in that point of view,
Mhm.
you can find maybe it's a strong like. You don't know if you love that person if somebody don't love you back. And you don't feel the love back from somebody.
That
So
don't mean you can't love them though.
you said in love. You can love them, but to be in love with somebody that's not your significant other, that's a little stretch, you know. Like, so
I don't think so.
How many are you allowed to be in love with more than one person?
Is that impossible?
I don't feel like you can be fully.
I just seen an article of a woman who is currently pregnant and she got 4 dudes.
She's not in love with 4 dudes though. She might be.
All 4 of them are with her. They got a picture together. They all together.
But it's
in a
one that she's
female,
really in love with that she could not live without. That's in love.
She in a female polygamous relationship, and obviously
I've seen the same article.
Right,
and
she
women are not built like that.
But maybe
she got
she
one
is.
of them who she really like.
How can you speak for somebody else?
I am, because we not men. Men have multiple wives, not women have multiple men.
And at that same time, he's not in love with all of them. He might love them, but he's not in love with all of them. There is one that he's in love with, and if it come down to, okay, she say something like, well, I ain't cool with this no more, then he gonna drop the other ones.
Yo, check this out. So you mean to tell me a man can't be in love with 4 different women, right? Hold on. 4 different women, 4 women with 4 totally different characteristics. He can't find something that he's in love with about all 4 different of them characteristics?
Find something. I'm saying
he dealing
person.
with him. He
got to
with
be
him.
in love with the whole person, bro.
He ain't got to be
Otherwise,
in love with
it's
the whole
just
person.
you love this person for this particular thing. That's not in love with them, though.
Yes, you can be in love with them. Yo, I'm in love with the fact that you do this. I'm in love with that. I can't get that. I can't.
Different women.
I can't get. No, I'm not gonna go that far as the 7, but let's say 4. I can't get that from these other women. This part of you, the way that you do this, I'm so in love with that. I can't get that from them. This is what makes you you.
I don't consider that in love. I consider you love that thing
love
about
them.
that person.
You know, love is different. It's different types of love.
It's different types of love, but a lot of times when it's different type of loves, it's dealing with like, okay, you love your mother different than you love your girlfriend. You love your brother different than you love your friends. Those are the different kind of love.
And you love the girl, all 4 of the girls you having sex with, or you think you got a relationship. You're not in love with all 4 of them.
Why you can't be?
There is a difference between love and in love.
Nah, it's the same.
It's not the same. I'm not in love with my mama. I
No,
love
no,
you,
no.
but I'm not in love with you, bro.
All right,
Is it
but I'm
different?
saying, I said there was different types of love. I did.
Okay.
I said that. But okay, you're right on that tip. But when it comes to being in love with 4 different women, you can be in love with 4 different women. If you having sex with 4 different women, you can be in love with all 4 of them.
You've been in love with 4 different women.
You don't have no love.
Because men
Okay, hold on,
have
hold on,
women
hold on.
that they talk to. You
Hold
probably
on,
got women. All
Hold on,
right, I
hold
talk
on.
to her. I like them all.
Okay,
You've
hold
been
on.
in love with 4 different women.
So you can fall in love multiple different times, but you can't love them all at the same time, the same way?
No.
Well,
I ain't never
how is-
loved everybody at the same time and just been in love with two men. I want to say, let me go with 2 men.
Okay,
2 men at the same time.
Your first
just in love.
Your first love. You fell in love with him some kind of way, right? Your second love, you fell in love with him some totally different way. Is that right?
But I wasn't
But
with
is
them
that right?
at the same time.
Answer the question.
That's the question that you just
No,
asked me.
answer the question. I didn't say at the same time.
Yes, they different loves that I had in
but
my
you
life.
fell in love with them 2 different type of ways, 2 different times, right? Right?
Yeah.
So you telling me it's impossible for that to happen at the same time?
It's impossible.
No, it's
I
not.
was a child. I was middle aged, and now I'm at the age that I am now. It is different love.
Okay,
It's different love, and I have never been in love with 2 people, 3 people, 4 people at the same time.
It could be different because you at a different age. That is the truth. But at the same time, if you never met that person and you met him today, you don't think you would fall in love with him?
I don't
No.
know.
No.
I don't think so.
I
I don't
said that
know.
wrong.
I don't
said
know
that
if the
wrong.
life
I know you
don't work
wouldn't.
like that.
I know you wouldn't.
The universe
I
don't
know
work
you
like
wouldn't.
that.
Hold on. I know you wouldn't. I said that wrong. But what I'm saying is, if you never encountered what made you fall in love with him then, and you encountered it later, you don't think you will fall in love with them again? I mean, fall in love with them then? Like, if you fell in love with a girl for whatever reason at 17, and then you meet another girl you meet that same girl at 27, and the same things that made you fall in love with her at 17, you encountered it then instead of 17. You encountered it at 27 instead of 17.
No.
You don't think you can fall in love with them?
No.
You don't think you can fall in love with them? Then you were never in love with them in the first place.
No, you're not getting it. I was a child. When you a child, and as an adult, you got mad different shit going on with yourself, your body, your mind. You are not gonna love. You don't even know if you're gonna even have that same love. I love them. I love them. But I'm not in love with the same person. I don't know if I will fall in love the same again.
All right, but you were a child, right? And you went through that. And that would mold you to later on. But let's say that never happened. So when you later on in life, you never encountered those things. So you're meeting it all for the first time just later on in life. What makes you think you won't fall in love with it then? You would. If you fall in love with it the first time, you will fall in love with it the second time.
I just don't believe you can be in love with multiple people at the same time. You can love those people at the same time. You can't be in love because to be in love, you have to fully. It has to be all the way. Like you can't just I'm in love with you, but I'm in love with you too. No, you love them and you love them too, and you don't want to make a decision. That's what that comes down to. You don't want to make a decision. You're being selfish, and you want everything. You want your cake, and you want to eat it too. That's what that comes down to.
No, it comes down.
They do this, they do that. I want all of that.
It comes down to the other people in that relationship not understanding, getting to the point where it's like, okay, when this person is with this person, if I'm in a relationship with 4 women and I'm with woman A. Woman A, I love woman A. I'm in love with woman A for this reason. The rest of them at this point in time, they don't matter. It's my time with woman A. Woman B, when I'm with woman B, I'm in love with her for this reason. And when it comes to the rest of them, it don't matter. And I feel like y'all are trying to put the emotions of the rest of them, like, they're going to see, him with woman C and be like, well, why he do this with her?
It ain't got nothing to do with other people's perspective.
You just said we feel that way.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
That's not what we're saying. We're saying you in your life, you never experienced this, so you can't really speak on it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never been in love with 4 women at the same time, have you? No.
I think it's possible though.
Have you?
No.
Look,
okay. So the woman who got the 4 dudes, right? Do the dudes got other women?
No, they don't.
Okay, exactly. So they just sitting there by themselves when she out with the other people in his daytime.
Okay, question.
You think that eventually they're not gonna be salty?
Question. Can multiple men be in love with the same woman?
They can think that they're in love with the same
now
woman.
They can think it. Can they or not? Yes or no? Can multiple men be in love with the same woman, and can multiple women be in love with the same man?
Yeah, that's different.
That's different? Is it different?
It is different.
I don't think it's different.
Different.
Hold on, we're going to move on.
What you try to say?
We're going to move on.
You ever seen She Gotta Have It?
Don't try to move on when you just try to make it sound like, whatever. Move on. Looking ass, dude.
All right, so
you ain't never been in love with 4 women in your life.
Okay, look, I think it's possible though. But anyway, all right, moving on. What do you think about blacks who date whites and try to stick with black culture?
I think that's kind of hard to do. I mean, yeah, your kids are going to be, if y'all have kids, they're going to be considered black. So you kind of still want to keep them with the black culture. But you stepped outside of your culture at the same time. So I don't know how that works to be super with your fists up black culturally. I mean, I don't know how that works. But a lot of people do it, so I mean, or attempt to do it, but other people probably look at them like they're goofy, like you fake.
You definitely fake. Your culture probably feel like you fake. You know how our society is. A lot of people don't like to see mixed relationships because, and I think my main problem with a mixed relationship is, are you going to take the time of your life to really get to know this person's culture and what they went through in their life. What are you teaching your children? What are they? What is the religions are you gonna teach your children? Because remember, y'all, we the same, but we different,
right?
Because the society made us feel this way.
Not just society, but the actual facts. We are different. But go ahead, keep going.
We are different, and we have different cultures. So my main problem is, what are you, the children, and if you're gonna do this relationship, interracial relationship, are you really going to get to know this person? Is it love, or is it motherfucking a fantasy, infatuated with, because I just need to see if this person, a black person or white person, do it good. I just need to know. So it needs to be more meaningful than the bullshit that goes on in this world.
Let me speak on this shit because I'm about to go hard. But go ahead, Miles. You go ahead first.
At the same time, I feel like you could still be on your super black tip. You know what I mean? The black culture, even if you got a white chick, because it can, in your mind, you can be like, well, look, this is my way of decreasing the amount of white people in the world, because my kids are going to be considered black. So if every black person, if we took all the white women away from them, there will be no more white people eventually.
Let me speak on that then. What if you was like, to do that, like, all right, you were pro-black still, right? And so your wife, who's white, buy into that. So she becomes pro-black. Is that possible, for one? And two, how do you live with that? How do you react when black people are like looking at your wife like, nah, yo?
She can be down for the cause, but she can never be fully like pro-black because she's not black. You know what I mean?
How
she can be a supporter.
No, you can be pro-black and you can be of another race. That is possible, yo. I believe that solely.
I consider them to be a supporter.
No,
not
they are a pro-black person. They can be pro-black. You can be pro-American and be of all cultures, right?
That's what American is, though.
Okay, so you should be able to be pro-black. You can be like, you know what? As a white person, you be like, you know what? I realize the fault in my people. I realize the error in their ways. I don't like that shit. I'm supporting y'all, like you said.
Supporter,
yeah,
exactly.
I'm supporting y'all to the fullest.
But an American,
I'm supporting y'all to the fullest. I'm going all the way in.
You can't compare that to American, though. American is all different cultures. We all came from somewhere else.
Wait.
So unless you were Native American, which ain't even their real name, we ain't gonna touch on that.
Yeah.
But other than that, all Americans are from somewhere else. So to be pro-American is really just to be pro-diverse.
No. All right, that's true. But at the same time, why can't a white person be pro-black? Because it's like this. Okay, like I said, I realize I'm going to support y'all to the fullest. I'm going to deliver your message. Is that a problem?
I didn't say it was a problem.
So that's being pro-black.
I just said they can't fully be that.
They can. How else are we going to make a change? You know what I mean?
I just told you how to make a change. We make all the kids black because we date they women.
Oh my God, bro! Come on. How else we gonna make the change, man? We got to do it in a certain way. We got to. If a white person
swirl,
right? Come on. I want the world to swirl. Anyway, I look. I feel like they could do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to go hard on it, right? So, what was the question originally? The question originally was, what do you think about blacks who date whites and try to stick to the black culture, stick with the black culture? I feel like it's impossible to do it unless you have a white person that's willing to join the cause. Because I'm going to give you a good example, yo. We just went through, it's a holiday season, right? We just went through Thanksgiving. That's my example. I've been to black Thanksgivings, different black Thanksgivings, and I've been to different white Thanksgivings. It's the same holiday, but every single one of them was different. When I'm in Virginia, my home, Thanksgiving is this way. When I'm in with black people, of course, at home. When I'm in Kentucky with black people is totally different, but there's some similarities. When I'm with white people, it's totally different. Our cranberry sauce is this. Their cranberry sauce is actual cranberries.
They eat a lot of different stuff.
Our stuffing is this. They stuffing is that. Our turkey is this. They turkey is that. And I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just different. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying it's different, right? So with that being said, when you dating someone, how can you totally stick to your culture? You know what I'm saying? You have to accept their culture because, hey, I got to go to your parents' crib and eat Thanksgiving. It's going to be different. I have to learn to accept it. I have to learn to like what y'all eat. I have to learn y'all customs. And it don't have to necessarily be a black or a white thing. It don't. It could be a black and an Asian thing. A black and an Asian thing. When I go to y'all crib, I got to learn to eat octopus. Because in Japan, that's what y'all eat. I'm dating a Japanese joint. I got to eat octopus.
Octopus ain't that bad, though, man.
I'm just saying.
It's just chewy.
But at the same time, you know, you have to learn to accept those things. Just like your woman has to learn to accept to eat collard greens, alternative grains, or whatever it is that she got to learn to do that to accept you. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, there's going to be a significant difference, and there's going to be this line in the sand that both of y'all, you won't cross them, but you'll hold your hands on top of it and walk along the line. You see what I'm saying? We won't cross the line, but we'll hold our hands, and our hand will be where the line is, and we'll walk along the line. That does not change anything. There's still a difference. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I don't think it's possible. I don't think you can be black and date a white woman and stick to your culture. I don't think it is. You know what I'm saying? Your white woman been listening to fucking pop culture. I mean, pop music like the Britney Spears and the kid in the what's her name? The girl. I kissed the girl like that. What's her name?
Katy Perry.
She been listening to Katy Perry and fucking Lady Gaga.
Well, hold on, man. Katy Perry, alright though, man.
And rock music and blah, blah, blah. And you don't get down with that because that's not your culture. You see what I'm saying? You like to say the N-word a lot. But when you dating a white woman, you got to calm that down because you can't be saying the N-word in front of her family. But you love your culture and you want to do that. You can't do those things. You can't do both. You can't. You can't do both. How you gonna look saying nigga this and nigga that in front of her white daddy?
You think your white wife wanna go support all the black businesses? You think she wants to make the black wallet fat? No.
Man, hold on. First off, most of us black people don't even be supporting the black businesses, so that ain't even the one who claim he's super pro-black ain't doing that half the time. Like, it's only a select few who really doing what they supposed to be doing.
Black businesses aren't widespread as much as white businesses, though.
That's right.
You can't do that. You can't say that. But you know what? When you want to get your hair retwisted, you don't go to Supercuts. You want to get a lineup, you don't go to motherfucking baseball cuts. You know, if you see a barbershop, you as a black man see a barbershop called Baseball Cuts, are you going in?
No, but I'm saying
if you go in a barbershop,
that's a culture thing. You got to go to your people to get the cut. But it's some white people who know how to cut black people hair, but they've been practicing though.
They've been in the black shops too.
That mean they've been practicing their craft. You ain't just for one race. You can cut everybody hair.
They been in the black shops, and it's Mexicans who do it too. Shout out to the Mexicans. They know how to do it too. But we just talking black and white right now. And if you go to Baseball Cuts, right? You sit down and man, my wife, man, she like her brother been gonna me, I'm gonna go, man. You know what I mean? It's a white shop. My wife said Baseball Cuts. You go in there, you sit down, and it's my wife said Baseball Cuts. So you go in there, you sit down, and the old boy pull out some scissors.
What you gonna do with those? And that's how I be like, bro, just take a little out top, just get the little extra little pieces out.
Oh, buddy, pull out some scissors on your shit. What you gonna do? You gonna get up?
I mean, as a barber, you need scissors, but I hope you got some clippers to go with them damn
No,
scissors.
nigga, he pull out some scissors.
Is he just getting my dead ends? I mean,
Yeah.
No, he cutting your hair.
With the he
He about to get you together.
You ain't got no razor or nothing.
Man, he about to get you together with these motherfucking scissors, man. And they the one Jones with the plastic all the way up to the tip.
Shut the fuck up.
They the one Jones, the motherfucking construction paper cutters. The motherfuckers all the way to the tip.
Christmas present paper.
Come on. He about to get you right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They ain't even got the little hump on the finger holder. They just round. Yeah, you done for. Your shit about to be fucked up. But anyway, that's a good I think that's a good right there. We're gonna move on to the next segment, my favorite segment of the show. Very favorite. The Put You On segment. This one we put y'all on and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start off, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put y'all on the Queen and Slim. It's a new movie, you know what I'm saying? It's called Queen and Slim. I think all black people need to see this movie. It's very good to see this movie, you know what I'm saying? But I want y'all, when you do see this movie, I want y'all to really, really, really watch it hard. You know what I mean? Like, watch it with an open mind. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? One day, hopefully, I can touch on how I really feel about it. But I feel like if I talk too much about it, I'm gonna spoil it for y'all. So just watch Queen and Slim. You know what I'm saying? So it's a really good movie. Out of 5 stars, I'll probably give it 4. So it's a good movie. You know what I mean? But it's something that all black people need to see for sure. It's like Roots of this time. You know what I'm saying? It's a really good movie. What you got, Mouse?
All right, man. I'm gonna put y'all on this an app called Stash. It's if you have problems with saving money, this is a good way to try to put money aside. You can put as little as $5 at a time if you want to, and you put them in. You get to pick stocks or savings bonds or whatever. You get to pick them yourself, which ones you want to put the money in. You get to buy and you get to sell them as well if you want them. If you made some profit and you want to sell them, you can go ahead and sell them. You get your dividends. It's just a real easy way of trying to save money. If you have problems with that, you can you can do it as anytime you want, or you can get a recurring where it does it weekly, and you can get it specifically in one stock, or you can just keep doing random ones. It's just real good way to save money, man.
Cool beans. Damn, sorry for that noise. Devonna.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get y'all Ratchet Put You On. It's like, nah, it ain't that ratchet. But I heard somebody's song today. I don't know who this dude is. His name is Lambo and Low.
Say it again.
Lambo and Low.
That's his name?
And Low. ANLO.
What's the name of the song?
It's called Black China.
Okay.
I know Black China liked the song.
All right, man. So we're going to go ahead and conclude, man. So basically in the conclusion, we let y'all know where to find us. Hey, you can catch me on Instagram at KEYZ _757 and also Up for Debate 757, I think. Hold on, I fucked up. On Instagram, actually on YouTube, it's Up for Debate TV, and on Instagram, it's Up for Debate TV as well. So check me out, follow. You know what I mean? Fuck with your boy. What y'all got? No, nothing.
I don't do the social media, so you can't follow me on nothing. You understand me?
Devonna?
It's a no for me.
Okay, well, they don't do social media. Devonna, you got a Facebook?
Hey, don't be telling them.
Oh, my bad.
Maybe later, man.
Maybe
If
later in life.
If y'all get our views up, y'all get to subscribing and stuff, I might get one, man. But
That's right.
I might Facebook y'all.
For sure. Well, hey, man. Hey, that's the end of the show, man. You know what I'm saying? We had a good show. Shit, that's it. Peace.